So this is Stefan's response, where he says, 1, I oppose eugenics as an egregious state violation of the non-aggression principle. Well, that was kind of predictable, wasn't it?
Eugenics is a very specific term that comes out of Darwinism, the study of genetics that came out of the mid to late 19th century. A lot of the arguments about eugenics were to do with state action. What it really means in the post-war period is state control over reproduction, preventing people forcibly from reproducing. It's the state choosing who marries who. And there are estimates that range between 40 and 60% of IQ is genetic. Again, assuming there's some genetics involved in this, and IQ does appear to be, depending on who you ask, 50 to 70 to 80% hereditary. Genetics often considered to be between sort of 50 to 60 to 80% of one's final IQ. At least have an IQ test for people coming in. At least have an IQ test, and it has to be at least 120. Why? Because we already have lots of 115s here already. So why on earth would it be incompatible, potentially jihadi, potentially don't speak the language? Like, it'd have to be at least maybe 125 or more, right? There's going to be regression to the mean, but that at least, let's bring in people significantly better than we already have. And we already got a bunch of Jews, we already got a bunch of East Asians, we got a bunch of people with IQs of 115, we got a whole bunch of people with IQs of 120, 130, so 135. Okay, 135, you're in, right? And none of this, my wife has an IQ of 90. Sorry, because you're going to blend that together and we're going to get somebody with an IQ of 100. So you and you alone, high IQ, in you come. That's state choosing who marries who.
So this is Stefan's response, where he says, 1, I oppose eugenics as an egregious state violation of the non-aggression principle.
And nobody's talking eugenics, we're just talking freedom, but freedom has a eugenics component to it, inevitably.
Well, that was kind of predictable, wasn't it?